feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank.
Welcome back, everybody. Just enjoyed a great show with Laura Tegedoff from 360 Water. Learned a lot about her journey over the past 20 years and leading a company in Columbus in a space where really many women leaders don't exist. And so that's been a really unique aspect for her and her business. And John, I'll let you highlight some of our conversation.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things that we touched on was your journey starting a tech company in the year 2000, right after the bubble burst, and not being able to get any funding. And just share with everyone who's watching sort of, did that mean it was the bad idea? Did that mean, what did that mean?
So in my opinion, for entrepreneurs, typically if they're looking for funding, when they get rejected, they look at it that maybe they question whether their idea is good or not. I think having the temerity and the belief in your idea and that your idea is more valuable than the money is something you have to hold on to. So yeah, it was an odd time, but again, some of the times you are just a little misstep and you have to wait for technology and the industry to catch up. So we were a little ahead of our time, but that didn't indicate it was a bad idea. It just meant that I had to wait a little longer.
So I know it's been extremely difficult. I know for a lot of businesses over the past year and a half with COVID. And what are some innovative things that you've done at 360, as you haven't been able to travel as much the last couple of years?
March 15th, all my flights canceled last year. And my husband actually figured it out. I hadn't been in Columbus, Ohio for 30 days in 32 years. And so can't stop a seller. I was having a hard time trying to figure out what I was going to do with that energy. So came up with some innovations, 360 Pacer, organized an architecture for 360 Water Plus, took a lot of the courses. We have 3,500 one-hour classes that we've done for clients all over the country. And we crafted curriculums that would take a first-year operator into, being a knowledgeable 3-year operator. And so, I think what everybody needed to do was just dig in, clean up their messes, look at ideas that maybe were on the back burner and just bring them forward.
That's great. And I know that we're going to title this segment, Can't Stop a Seller. I love that.
Oh, I love that. No, it's true.
You had a great quote towards the end of the interview. You said that a company is like a bonsai tree. I want you to tell me a little bit more about that.
So I think everybody, when they start off with their idea, and my idea in 2000, I woke up one day and I came up with this solution to an industry's problem. And at first the company was going to be called like 365 and 24 times 7 because I wanted a number first. And then I'm like, hey, and at that point, the company had an online, a call service to be able to answer questions. And I said, I'm not going to be able to get somebody for Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, New Year's Eve. And all of a sudden I go, what's 360? Oh, 360 is a circle. Oh, bringing the water and wastewater industry full circle. And it made sense. But what happened is a lot of the ideas I had early on never really became commercial successes. And so if I would have only been, concrete shoes and not mobile and deciding when things weren't being successful and pivot and turn, and then things that I didn't think were going to be raging successes were, customized online training wasn't going to happen, or 360 Pacer wasn't going to happen. And now going back to a subscription model, you have to be a little bit more nimble, and that bonsai tree becomes your company. Your company is a bonsai tree once you prune back the bad areas and let the things that are supposed to grow.
Awesome. Well, there's a ton of great insight. It's a really good story. I encourage everyone to download the full episode. You can find out more about Laura and about 360 Water at 360water.com or omwater.com.
No, OM360.
OM360. All right, start the whole thing over again.
No, no, we're not doing that.
Laura, you're also on LinkedIn if anyone wants to connect directly with you. For Phil and I, if you're looking for Shrimp Tank episodes, you can find them anywhere that you get podcasts. Be sure that you like this video and subscribe to the channel so that you can get all the updates and know when the new episodes get pushed out. And we look forward to seeing everybody next week.
Thanks for having me.
I've been